Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to dive into the energies of May 2021. We're going to look at the collective energy for May. May is a universal one energy. So we're going to dive into that, take a closer look at those energies that we may feel collectively. And then I'm going to break the energy down for your particular life path number, and that will be labeled in the notes and on the thumbnail. So I hope that makes sense. I know a few people were confused on April's forecast, but basically, again, we're just going to start the podcast off by looking at the collective energies for the universal energy, and then we're going to break down your own life path number. Okay, so May 2021 is a 10-1 universal energy. So ultimately, it's a 1 universal energy. And so what that means is the collective energy of May is that of new starts, fortune, luck, and a turn for the better. So this is a great time to express authentic, innovative ideas in a way that allows you to sort of take the reins and take the lead within your own life. You know, do you want a new job? Do you want a new relationship? Is there a new project or experience that you want to have? This is the energy that supports you in the initiation. So go for it. It may not unfold exactly as you plan because there's always sort of a level of surrender involved in life, as we know, but it will bring you exactly what you need for this phase of your journey. So you just need to say yes and get started. So there may be instances this month where you find yourself standing alone, sort of required to make personal decisions. This can feel challenging at times, but it's in this solitude that you'll discover things about yourself and your journey that that were previously hidden. So this is a wonderful energy for self-discovery and for standing on your own 2 feet. This is going to be a time where you could see great rewards surface for efforts you've already expended. Things that felt challenging in the past sort of shift, and things begin to calm down, enough for you to see more clearly and to gain the confidence needed in order to make those bold new starts that have been calling to you. So you may find that you receive some much needed clarity at this time around a circumstance where there may have been some conflict previously. This clarity will allow you to deal with a situation in a much more elevated way with a deeper understanding. And so that will allow you to move forward much more freely once things are settled. So this is an energy of initiation and change. So if there are areas within your life where a fresh new outlook is needed or a new start is beckoning, this is the month to make your move. Embrace this one energy for all that it has to offer. Okay, life path number 3. So I pulled an animal spirit card for you all, and you got the cute groundhog spirit. And groundhog says, time to let go. So there may be something in May that you become very aware that it's time to release it. It might be something where you knew this was coming. More than likely, it's something you knew this was coming. But maybe you've been sort of clinging to it or hoping that the circumstance would change or that there would be some kind of new information come in for you that would allow you to sort of retain whatever this is. But it feels like this is going to be a time for release for you to, let go of whatever this is to make space for the next great adventure, the next great thing to come in. So if there's something that has been, that it's been sort of time to be released, I feel like May could be the month where it becomes very apparent for you and where you sort of get some assistance from the universe to be able to do that, to release whatever this is. So just be aware of that and just know that that is sort of the ebb and flow of life. It's the catch and the release. We catch the things as they come in, we experience them, and then we release them so that the next thing can come in for us to catch, so that we don't have so much on our plate that it becomes cluttered. So there is something, I feel like, for some of you that is cluttering up your experience, and you're meant to release it at this time to let go. And to do that with grace and gratitude as much as possible, right? It's like whatever this is that came in for you, that you experienced, has served its purpose, has fulfilled its contract, its duty, and now it's time to release it graciously and give thanks for the experience that it brought to your life. And not releasing it with resentment or anger or frustration or any of those things. It's okay to feel those emotions if they come up for you, of course, because we are emotional beings. But it's when we get caught up in that, I think, that we get really stuck. And so it's just honor the emotions that come up for you, but then find a way to transmute and release that energy so that it's not sticking with you as you continue to try to move forward. Okay. So I broke the month down into 4 weeks for you all. And we start the week off with this beautiful energy of confidence. And I love to see this for threes. This is really beautiful energy. It's very much like becoming very clear on the direction you want to move into, very clear on sort of your next step, and feeling very confident in that. And I do feel like there's going to be some kind of new information or offer come in for you that feels really emotionally satisfying. So I like to see that. And again, I get that sense of like you finding it in a place that was unexpected, or sort of stumbling across it, like you're not meant to search for it. I think sometimes when we have that feeling that something is coming for us in a good way, we start searching for it. And the problem with that is, if the timing is not right and things are not aligned, then we're not going to find it. And then we can become frustrated with that. So I just feel like there's this energy of like feeling really confident in your next steps at the beginning of the month, and maybe stumbling upon a very crucial next step, or a person or something like that is meant to complete the journey with you, right? Or this next chapter. So beautiful energy the first week. And again, I just love to see that confidence for you all. So I'm definitely seeing that, just like you feeling very much aligned with your own energy and your purpose. So love to see that. Then the second week, again, I'm just getting this energy around like major sort of, it's weird, I'm seeing like the word authority. So it's kind of like a directive or communication coming into you from maybe like a supervisor or a manager, or maybe you're looking to get like a bank loan, and you get communication from the loan officer, right? Something like that. It's like something where it's like you are looking to get something from this person, and they have the power or the authority to say yes or no, and you're getting that communication this week. Whether it's a yes or a no, but it feels really positive, actually. It's kind of like, I am getting the sense of like finding your balance around this. So even if I think the information comes in and it's like a no or not yet or whatever, to not become overly exasperated by that or feel overly defeated, because it's just that sense that the timing is just not right just yet. But that even if it's a no, it's not going to be a no long term. The yes might look different than how you anticipate it will, but this isn't a roadblock type of thing. It's more of the timing isn't right just yet. So I'm not really sure how that will play out for each of you, but it's just this kind of feeling like there's somebody with authority who has a final say about something for you, and it's sort of non-negotiable. And it's kind of like whatever their answer is, whether it's a yes and it feels really, really good, or it's a no and it feels not so great, to not get caught up in the extremes of either, to continue to find your balance and to work in that from that centered space, if that makes sense. Because if you get the green light on whatever this is and you become so into that extreme, that can sort of cloud your judgment as well. And so I'm just kind of really getting the sense that the universe is like, take everything that comes in this week, any decisions, any communication, take it with stride and see it for what it is and become the observer as much as possible this week. Because I do feel like you're going to this month have opportunities to release some things, or it could be releasing ideas, releasing a relationship, something like that. You're going to have some opportunities for releasing this month. And in that releasing, just understand that if it didn't work out and it's sort of that non-negotiable energy and it's not, there's nothing you can do about it, there's no sense continuing to expend your energy on it. It's time to look to the next thing then, to move on, to understand that this is just a redirect, right? But I'm not necessarily saying that the communication or the answer that comes in the second week is going to be a no or a negative. I think the message from the universe is just continue to moderate, continue to do things in moderation and continue to find your own stride without falling to the extremes. Okay, if that makes sense. The third week, for some of you, could be a little challenging, could be a little tricky. I'm getting this energy of like you being hyper focused on something. Now, again, this is a general reading, so this isn't going to be for everyone, but I'm getting this energy of like being hyper focused on something and almost like nothing can knock you off course because you're so hyper focused on whatever this is. But I'm getting the sense that being so hyper focused, you're missing a lot of information. You're missing a lot of the cues that the universe is trying to send you. And I'm seeing kind of like this tower energy coming in to knock you off course, to kind of snap you out of it is what I'm seeing. So not a bad thing, just like a pretty strong nudge from the universe to be like, okay, you cannot keep focusing so much on whatever this is, whether it's a relationship, a job, a idea, whatever the case may be. So I'm just seeing like the universe like knocking you off course, but for your own good. So it might feel a little abrupt, but just kind of move with the energy the best that you can and try not to take it personally. Just understand that whatever this nudge is trying to get you to shift your focus, to shift your perspective and see things a little bit differently or more openly. So it's kind of like maybe your mind is your focus is a little bit closed. And so they're just trying to open that up more. So again, don't take it personal, just take it for what it is and go that route, okay? And then the last week of the month, I'm seeing this like, it's kind of like after that nudge comes in from the universe, the third week, the fourth week, there's this very fast moving energy and change in direction. So it's almost like sort of opening up your mind a little bit and being able to see things much more broadly. You are able to gain much more insight and sort of find your direction more easily. So again, it's kind of like that following your intuition, following your inner compass, following the guidance that you receive, the downloads, the inspirations and ideas that you receive. But it's kind of like this fast moving energy. It's like all of a sudden when that shift happens, things start moving very, very quickly. So I do see like you may see things pick up rapidly at the end of the month, and you're just really being called again to keep coming back to yourself, following that inner guidance, and become the observer as much as possible as you make your decisions moving forward, so that you're not so just sort of so into it that you're missing the bigger picture, right? So I do see things picking up really, really quickly for you at the end of the month. But again, it's just that don't lose touch with yourself and your inner guidance, because I think that it could be easy for you at the end of the month to get caught up in sort of a lot of the external noise or a lot of other people's opinions or ideas of what you should do, that sort of thing. And so this is just a call to stay true to yourself as you move forward. But I do see things picking up very, very quickly. It's like that nudge comes in that third week, kind of shifting your perspective, your focus, and then things just open wide up for you and you're able to move forward much more quickly, but much more with things much more clearly defined about the direction you want to move into. And it feels more authentic, feels very much, again, very aligned with your own nature and your own values and what you want to accomplish. So really positive energy. I see a lot of support from the universe for you this month. Some of that support might feel a little bit aggressive, but it's just really to help make sure that you are seeing the whole picture and not caught up in the illusion, I guess, so to speak. So it's just, just kind of move with the energy the best that you can. And where there's things that come up for you that need to be released, try to release those as compassionately as possible for yourself, right? And for the other person. And just understand that it's in that releasing that you are creating the space for something much more aligned to come in for you. Okay? So I hope May is a beautiful month for you all. Thank you so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.